So Caitlin Clark is a basketball player. I think we all know that at this stage. I mean, I don't think you can be a fan of the Mick Talks Hoops channel without realizing that Caitlin Clark is in fact a basketball player. But Caitlin Clark, it does appear that she is going to be investing in some teams. And look, is she the first WNBA player to invest in a soccer team? No. Will she be the last one? No. I'm pretty sure Angel Reese has as well, but obviously this becomes a bigger deal when it is a former, supposedly D1 level soccer player in Caitlin Clark that is the player doing this. And I do want to apologize if you guys can hear the kind of fan in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud, especially for headphone users. Unfortunately, I got to keep my room as warm as possible because, you know, feeling a lot better today, but I still have been very sick the last while. So, it's an article from ESPN. Caitlin Clark, part of Cincinnati Group's W or N WSL expansion bid. So, Caitlin Clark's our Indiana Fever is part of the ownership group trying to bring an NWSL expansion team to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's won a handful of finalists for the final expansion team and is expected to be awarded just before the end of the year. The team will begin play in 2026, joining a previously announced expansion team in Boston, bringing it to 16 teams. The Cincinnati bid team is thrilled that Caitlin Clark has joined our ownership group in pursuit of bringing women's professional football to our city. They said her passion for the sport, commitment to elevating women's sports in and around the greater Cincinnati region. Where is Cincinnati? I'm being honest. Like, look, again, if you guys are shocked that I don't know where Cincinnati is, I'm going to ask you guys to pick out Cork on a map of Ireland. Okay, it's in Ohio. It's in Ohio. I know Cleveland's in Ohio. I know that's where the Ohio State University is, and that's about it. Influence an athlete and a role model for women and girls around the world, make her a vital part of our compelling bid to become the 16th team. Clark was selected first in the WNBA draft. We know that. The ownership group is leading the bid. Also in attention are groups from Cleveland. Ooh, to Ohio? Denver, Nashville, and Philadelphia. Cincinnati is considered one of the favorites in the process because of its ownership backing and existing infrastructure. Sources told ESPN with a stadium already purpose-built for soccer. Would they play in the same as... Is it Cincinnati FC? I'm pretty sure the MLS team is Cincinnati FC. Yeah, it is. No, it's FC Cincinnati. Like, to be fair, we have Inter Miami, so anything's possible. But it says here that the group in Cleveland, which multiple sources also consider a strong bid, recently announced that it acquired downtown land, which it intends to build a stadium. Multiple sources said the expansion fee could approach $100 million. Beckham got Inter Miami for 25 because of that deal. By the way, that's the greatest deal a sports person has ever signed, by the way, is the David Beckham deal to get him Inter Miami for 25 million. That is the greatest sports deal ever signed, was the David Beckham LA Galaxy deal. But yeah, so it says here dozens of increase in first stage bidding. And that's the thing, is like, what people don't understand is they're like, oh, you know, these leagues aren't profitable, they're not going to be. But the thing is, when it comes to profitability in these leagues, is that when it's billionaires just throwing money around, who cares? Like, the Phoenix Suns are not profitable. Matt Ishbia is just spending billions. Matt Ishbia is literally just spending billions. Like, most of the time, high-level sports is not profitable. We've seen it in Europe where it's like, to be fair, unless you're in the Premier League, you're struggling, you can't keep up. And, like, it is a case where people are burning money. Players are getting paid more than sports are generating. So that's the thing when it comes to sports is, but there are a lot of people, a lot of really rich people, like new money people that are millionaires. And, you know, if you can't get a team in the MLS, why not go for a team in the NWSL? Why not go for a team in the Women's Soccer League? And why not do what, like, the San Francisco 49ers have done with Leeds? That's exactly, you've seen what some of them are doing. Like, I'm a fan of the great Leeds United. As you can see right about, see my hands there, where my finger is right now, I've got a Champions 20 signed jersey display thingy from when we won the championship. We got bought by the 49ers. Larry Nance owns a stake. A lot of these people are on small stakes. Russell Westbrook was at the first game of last season. So that's the thing when it comes to this, is like, a lot of these celebrities, a lot of sports people are getting involved as like part owners of teams. And I think it's a really, really good, it's a really, really good thing, like long term, to see like a bunch of different people having ownership and seeing them come together to have ownership and things they enjoy. Like LeBron James is the same with Liverpool. Like Fenway Sports Group owns LeBron James, but not owns LeBron, owns Liverpool, but LeBron owns part of the LeBron was part of the acquisition of Liverpool by FSG. So yeah, obviously that is the thing. And one thing with Caitlin Clark is it's very, very clear that from the start that Caitlin Clark is a huge fan of women's sports and she will do anything to kind of promote women's sports. Like we've seen it with the whole, like, obviously what she's done for the LPGA is huge. We saw during the Olympic trials with Katie Ledecky how much she was promoting her. And I mean, I was surprised to have not seen her comment on the greatest women's fight of all time, our GOAT Katie Taylor beating Amanda Serrano. And every single boxing expert said that it was close, but Taylor had the edge. And so I'll take their word for it. Sure, it's not Olympic scoring. Most punches landed doesn't win fights. Most rounds won wins fights. Either way, yeah, it is a good thing to see with Caitlin Clark, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens like long term with this. Like obviously, it's good to see. It is good to see in general, and like you're seeing now expansion in these leagues. Like there's going to be expansion in the WNBA very, very soon. There's going to be expansion in the NBA very soon. And people are like, oh, but these leagues, like, there's expansion because people want to make money. No. These billionaires want the plaything. That is the reality of the situation. These leagues will not make money. There will come a time where these leagues are no longer making money. Or maybe not the leagues are making money. Individual teams aren't going to be making money for long. Like, you might make money because the land value goes up that you own, like a James Dolan. But, like, your year-by-year operating costs, you are going to be operating at a loss. Like, every good sports team will pretty much operates at a loss of some kind. Unless you cook the books like Manchester City. And we're going to see it now. And I think it's going to happen with the WNBA. I think whoever gets the new WNBA teams, I think the likes of this, I think the Connecticut Sun are going to really, like, of all teams, like the Sparks are like, well, we kind of need to get better. We've got our own training facility. Like, we got to step up. Because in fairness, they do have some rich owners. The Sky have said, you know what, we've been incompetent for long enough, we're going to step up. And it's been the Connecticut Sun where the tribe that owns them are like, we're not changing anything. And also, you know Boston? You know why everyone wants to see a team in Boston? Yeah, we're vetoing that. We're vetoing that. Either way, though, that is pretty much it. Interesting to see, but the expansion of women's sports is obviously fairly huge. So anyway, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with this? And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.